books come from Colombia. Our books come from Colombia. So Colombia, you see that? Can you see both of that? Can you see Colombia and Colombia right there? I just want to see if you can see that. And Colombia. All right. So that's where our books come from. They come from Colombia. The alarm clocks come from Colombia. So this is promo for the alarm clock. Go get the alarm clock. We can DoorDash that bitch to you if we need to. Get it. Get the alarm clocks. If you want the signed version, you get it off of my webpage, Daryl Q Slade Practices. And if you want the, if you go west to Colombia, feel me? So I mean, we in Venezuela. Matter of fact, the Colombians. I mean, I do business with people in Colombia. I did business with a Venezuelan woman from Colombia. I mean, who lived in Colombia. She said she was telling me that it's a lot of people from the north. So that's why I'm telling you about the north and the south. This part 2 to the other video. She was like, it's a lot of people from the north, which is North America, going to Colombia, which is the south. You feel me? And she was from Venezuela, and she lived in Colombia now, but she Venezuelan. So, and she was getting freight from me out the Trefo. She knew about the Trefo, ain't never been there, but we working together. I'm getting stuff literally a block west from where I'm at in the Trefo, and she all the way in Colombia. That's what y'all missing that point. So it's been an ancient connection. That's why we fly the Colombian flag, because it's like that. You feel me? They print my books in Colombia. The Colombians print my book. So I got 4 minutes to talk to y'all real quick. So yeah, man, y'all go get the alarm clock. If you want to get it signed, you get it from DarylQSlade.org. Follow me on Instagram, Daryl Q Slade on Instagram, and the link is in the bio. So it's DarylQSladePractices.org/shop. You feel me? And if you want to book a consultation with me, you feel me? Because a lot of people like to pick my brain. They like to call. They like to sit with me. So we going to do in-person consultations. If you want to do them by the ports, we can. But it's going to cost you more to do it like it. But you can. You feel me? And I promise you, man, like, I give you advice that can really, like, set you off for real. So consult with Q, my nigga. And what was I finna say? So on the part 1, I was telling you I gotta point it to the south. So I'm from the north side. So that's what a Norseman is. That's what William the Conqueror, he was a descendant of the Norsemen. Rollo and them boys. See, you gotta know your history so you can know how to talk. I used to didn't know how to talk. When I would go to New York and stuff, and I'd be around all these people these brokers that's making all this money and appeared to be making all this money, but was probably broke and shit. But I didn't know how to talk. I was intimidated by them. But now that I've read up on my history, I can talk to them about 9/11. Do you know what happened in 9/11? It was a treaty that was signed. The Norsemen was trying to take over the kingdom of the Franks, but the Franks, we the Frank. That's when I say I'm a Carolinian Frank. That's what I'm talking about. You feel me? The Franks was the Moravians. Those was the original Carolinians, is what I'm telling you. The original Carolinians was the Franks, because the Franks came from the Carolina territory. Do you get what I'm telling you? That's very important that you know that history. It's very important. And so the Moravians became the Franks, and the Franks became the facto Carolinians took over the Frankish Empire. But that's who you call the French. However, that's real Carolinians, the original Carolinians. That's why we say the Anianwea, that was our tribe. That's the Cherokee. But the well, I got a minute to explain this shit to you. The original Franks, Carolinian Empire, William, the Norsemen. So the North, they tried in 9/11, they tried to sack the kingdom of the Franks, but they lost. However, it was like a mutual agreement when they lost. So it was a treaty I don't know the name of the treaty, but look up the treaty 9/11 with the Norsemen and the Franks. And so what happened was the Franks gave a portion of their territory on the west side, which was we called Normandy, to the Normans, because they like, we respect y'all. So that's when you started getting your dukes of Normandy. So William became the 7th Duke of Normandy. And once he became the Duke of Normandy, then he had his eyes on England. And that's what's been the royal house ever since. So that's how that's how families, like when y'all consult with me for y'all family estate and family trust, we're gonna look at the blueprints of England to look at how the royal family of England, how they got my favorite word in the dictionary is consolidate or consolidation. That's my favorite word. That's what we live this life for, to consolidate. It took William, he was a boy when he became the king. When he became the Duke of Normandy, he was a boy. You feel me? So that's like that's how I live my life, because I was 14 because my mama died when I was 14. So with that being said, y'all go get the alarm clock, get Book of Rhymes off No More Suits. You get the alarm clock off No More Suits, but if you want it signed, get it off Daryl Q. Slate and personalized. Not just signed, but personalized. When I used to work at Food Lion, when I started out, that was my second job. I used to print off the receipt paper and I would write like personalized messages. So I kept that practice when Daryl Q. Slade practices. I kept that practice when I published the alarm clock. So there's people out there that got if you got a personalized copy of the alarm clock, take a picture of the message and then at me on IG and I'll repost it. Peace. Inshallah. I love you.